Good morning, everyone. Adi Simion, Coldwell Banker. Welcome to my morning commute. I normally have things about real estate that I talk about in the morning, so you don't make the mistakes others do or the mistakes I've done. But this morning, I want to talk about morning routine. Do you have a morning routine? Just want to tell you that this changed my life since I had implemented a morning routine on my schedule. It started with a book that I read a long time ago, and then about, I would say, a year and a half ago, I don't remember exactly, I started to wake up early in the morning and exercise. My alarm. And then start my day, but I didn't have really a morning routine. Now I belong to this club. It's called the 5 a.m. club. We call into a conference line at 5 in the morning every morning. They doing it 7 days a week. I do it only 5 days a week, Monday to Friday, because Saturday and Sunday I want to sleep late a little bit. But Monday to Friday, we call on this conference line at 5 in the morning, and our friend Shiran Srivatsa, which is a real estate broker that I met through my business coach Tom Ferry. He spends 5 minutes talking about things that he gives a little bit of advice or something that he learned that helped his life, his business. And then every now and then he invites somebody that comes and talks about something that they achieve, and we learn a little bit every morning. So at 5 a.m. we spend 5 minutes on the phone with this group of people. I think there's about 1,500 people now that call in this conference line. So this really changed my life, because I do wake up every morning at 5 because of that. I look forward to listen to that 5 minutes call, and I actually do wake up. So think about it. You wake up at 5, you start the day 2-3 hours ahead of everybody. Especially the real estate agents that have no schedule, that have no boss to tell them to come to work. They end up coming at work, and I see it in my office. They come around 9, 10. I'm there at 7 because I am able to wake up 7, 7:15, 7:30, depending on traffic. But that's because I'm able to wake up at 5. So that's one of the things about my morning routine. I wake up at 5, and then immediately I get on my treadmill and I do 45 minutes of fast walk with some weights, and I get my blood flowing for 45 minutes every morning. That gets me a nice boost of energy for the day. Believe it or not, if you do it in the morning, that's supposedly the best thing. And I feel energized for the morning, and I keep going because of that. After that, obviously, I make my lunch, and I leave for the office around 7, and then I get to the office around 7:15, 7:20. But while I'm doing my exercise, I actually listen to an audiobook, or I watch an inspirational or motivational video, or I watch some of my business coach training materials that we get through being a member of the business coach community, Tom Ferry. So every single morning I spend about, I would say, 2 hours educating myself about something. Doesn't matter what it is. It's a business book. It's a life book. It's a video. I do something. I get something in to get me excited and motivated to get going for the day. And when I get to work, I'm already pumped up. And what I do in the morning when I get to work, first thing, I prepare for my phone calls. Every morning from 8 to 10, I make phone calls. I do my follow-ups. I call my past clients, my clients that I work with now, and I just follow up on the things that I need to follow up on. So I'm on the phone from 8 to 10. Nobody can bother me between that time. It's put in my calendar. I don't answer my calls. 8 to 10, I'm on the phone making calls. And that brings my energizes my business too. It's crazy how much you get to do after you make those phone calls. But anyways, this is what I do every single morning, and I wanted to share with you because it's important. It doesn't matter what business you're in. If you get yourself a morning routine, it just changes everything. First of all, you can work 2-3 hours more than everybody else. You get to exercise, which is really nice. And then you get to, and this exercising thing, wow, it's been tough for me because I didn't think of myself as being overweight or anything like that, but I had some pounds that I needed to come off, and it was hard at the beginning, very hard. But once you get into the habit of doing it every morning, after a few months, you wake up excited about doing it because you know it's giving you the energy that you need for the day. It's crazy how something that you don't like to do at the beginning becomes a habit, and then you look forward to doing it. I combine it with this educational books. I listen to maybe 2 books a month. Sometimes, depending on how big they are 6 to 7 hours. Sometimes I can read more. It depends. But I would say 2 to 3 books a month I read, because of my exercising routine and my morning routine. And you won't believe how many things I've learned from doing this every day through the years. It's crazy. So that's all I had to do. It's almost coming up to 7 minutes. I think I talked too much, but I wanted to share that with you. Get a morning routine. I started with that book. I remember the name. I mentioned it at the beginning. It's called The Miracle Morning. Try that book. Read it and understand how important a morning routine is. Alrighty, Adi Simion, Coldwell Banker. Talk to you all soon. Have a good day now. Bye.